Good day, mes amis. How are you today? Hope you're all very healthy and doing well. This is my Thursday. Thursday is I just call it my ass kicking day because it's a very busy day, and it is a day where I pretty much end up lifting a few hundred kilos of stock because it's delivery day at work. And I tend to manage the delivery and get all of the stock out, and it can be it's a high activity day. Sorry, that's just fine. Innisfree hyaluronic acid sunscreen. It's supposed to get 26C today. So I just it's not gonna be, it's not high UV because we're in autumn. But, better safe than sorry. So I'm gonna put my sunscreen on and be safe. But I don't usually film on Thursdays because I do a lot of makeup because I end up very, very sweaty. And it's a very physical day. I end up, I have like my Apple Watch and I have like my calorie goals for the day. I will nearly triple my calorie burn on a Thursday just in the physical activities that I do for work. It's very sweaty. I'll just put my hair in a ponytail. There's no point in anything else. So I don't tend to film on this day. So that's my sunscreen there. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this Mustela Hydra Baby facial cream. It's very nice. It is for babies. It smells like Savlon, geranium. I like that smell. I don't know why. It's just very nice. Maybe it was something I had as a child and I loved it. It felt like comfort. I don't know. I bought this on a whim. Very expensive for what it is. It is just, it's a facial cream for infants, which means it's gonna be, suitable for my very annoying sensitive skin. But I don't know, it was near the checkout and I looked at it and I thought, I'll grab that, as you do. And I've liked it now. It makes me sad when I like things that are just, not sustainable for me to have on the long term. But you don't need very much of it. That was about, the size of a soybean. A big fat marrow fat pea, that kind of it. Nobody eats marrow fat peas except the Brits. You'll have to have a Google to see what one of those looks like. So I do a lot of skincare. Skincare. Thursday's about skincare. I will sweat most of my stuff off. And I will look at sunscreen, zinc formulas. Now, if I do put makeup on, and I do like to put makeup on, I will do it purely because, why aren't you twisting? I want to look good for about 5 to 10 minutes that I can see myself in the mirror. After that, I don't give a shit. I don't care. Sorry, that is the Sista Zinc Foundation. It is a 50 plus SPF. You can see just rubbing it on my face, it's a near perfect match. This is the lightest shade. They do 3. And because they're zinc based, they are, they're probably only for light to medium skin tones. They're not gonna suit the darker skin tones because zinc just has that white cast underneath it. But if they can find a way to implement some of the other types of SPFs into a stick formula and then expand their shade range, that would be fantastic. I have a big bruise here. I don't know why. I've found a lot of strange bruises lately. I'm not very careful. I just, do things quickly with strength and don't notice. In fact, I'm gonna be coming up with a bruise at some point here on my head because I was at work last night and I was bending down under a desk. Didn't notice that there was a cabinet door open, and when I stood up, I banged my head off it, rattled my teeth. I hit it that hard. And I'm just, yeah, not paying attention. Just want to get shit done and go home. So yes, in fact, yeah, I think it's right here. It's like a small shadow of a bruise forming. That's fun. So no, I don't get beaten up or anything like that. I have had a bruise here on my collarbone for a couple of days. That was just a cardboard box that I was trying to throw into the recycling bin that it got caught and it jumped back out and bashed me. That's the only thing that ends up actually physically assaulting me is cabinet doors and cardboard boxes. So that looks quite nice. I do want to find, there's apparently a mirror you can get. Kitch Cat was talking about it recently, where it's a thing that you can get on AliExpress that has a mirror, and when it has a mode on it that will show you how much UV coverage you have. So it kind of, when you look at it, your face will look completely blackened where the UV coverage is. So this is the Avocado Zinc. I've got their bronzer and blush. In fact, I've got 2 shades of blush. This is the one I'd said in the original video when I did the review of these back in January that I wish I'd gotten the Red Earth. That's the Red Earth. And I have the berry one. They're very pretty, actually, both of them. That berry is just a nice mauve. It's not too pinky, but the Red Earth is a more coral orangey tone. So I think I'll go with this one. It has been very, very nice. And I also have their bronzer, which is also, it blends in really lovely. I'll use it today. Why not? Like I said, it'll be gone in a few hours, so let's enjoy it while I can. I'll just put a couple of pats, little smudges, one on the nose and a little bit right in the middle of my forehead. I hope this is recording audio. We'll find out later. We'll find out later. I've usually got a, what do you call it? Microphone adapter in there, but I just thought I needed to charge my phone, so I thought I'll just do that instead. That's the bronzer. This is again in their lightest shade. I think they're bronzing, they've got 2 or 3. I'm just gonna put that, I don't know, like right there, right there. I'm gonna smudge it with my nose and on my chin. I want a little bit like right there and right there. I'll just use that same, I've got this little micro brush that I use for this. See, it just blends out so lovely for something that's actually quite a thick formula, and it does feel thick. Like when you put it on, it like grips to your face, so it doesn't let you put a ton of it on. It does, it blends in so nice. And all of the products, they're all 50 plus SPF. Did I put too much on there? That's all right. So I went a little ham on that side, and that's probably more what I would prefer. Someone slammed a door outside, rattled all the windows. Delivery man, excuse me. Look at this shit. This is what they just dropped off. Hey, for Prime. And they just crushed the whole thing. It's not mine, I haven't ordered it. It's my eldest's, but rubbish, terrible. Do better. So yeah, that was rough. Why did they do that? Crushing the boxes. I mean, they can tell by the weight of it that it's not got that much substance. Oh, anyway, they don't care. I think that's the thing. They don't care. Anyhow, where was I? I was looking at my face. So yeah, that comes out quite nice. I do find it stays a little bit tacky. So I'll often put a little bit of a finishing powder on the top. I'm still getting through this MCO Beauty one. Got all that pan. Look at that. It'll be done soon. But I'll just tap that in the middle of my face. And my hair is already stuck in it. Get out. Just tapped it in. Sorry, my iPhone storage was full, so I had to figure shit out. Sorry. Will do. This is just life. I'll have to get on top of tidying that up. I think I overblended my blush a little bit, so I'm just gonna put a little topper-upper on there. Just on the bits. Put a little bit of that on the top of the eye. Easy. Definitely need the waterproof mascara today. So I'll just use my Refer eyelash curler and the Maybelline Fireworks waterproof in black. I don't tend to wear the colored contacts or contact lenses at all on this type of heavy work day, just because I do get very sweaty and it'll run into my eyes and it stings and I don't like it. Neither of these sunscreens that I've been wearing has had any effect on my eyes, which is great. So I can wear it right around the eye and it doesn't sting. So that's a good thing. So I find the mascara does actually help keep my actual eyeballs protected from that sweat sting. I just figure, you know, if you're somebody that's working in a gym or if you've got a high impact kind of job and you're just, you know, red-faced and sweaty and putting in a lot of physical exertion, and that can be people who work in hospitals, that can be, you know, there are so many jobs that's going to have that effect, then this is something that you could probably, you know, use to help you try and look your best, or at least, you know, feel good about how you look for the first part of your day before it all gets rubbed off. Oh, I just touched my eyeball. I can clean that up with a Q-tip. Or it can just be a little extra black eyeliner. Ugh, gosh, I hate that. Oh, and I just touched the top of my eye. This is what happens when I rush. So while that mascara is drying, I'm just gonna brush up my eyebrow hairs because I've got a few long ones that need a trim. You can see, I don't know if you can see, like right up there. I'll get my tiny scissors. Oops, it fell on. Handling too many things. Get them down. The Tom Bosleys, they start getting out of control. There. Any others down here? Sometimes I let them go because they'll help fill in a gap, but when they start getting curly, that's when they have to go. And I don't know if you can see, like right over here, these eyebrow hairs, they all just curl. It's really frustrating. Oops. Come on, I can see you there. All right, I think I'll leave that one just for now because it's not getting annoying yet. And I'm not gonna fill in the brows or anything like that. They're just gonna be wild and free today. Well, just trimmed. Now let's see, that should be ready to go now. Should just be able to wipe that off. You leave the mascara on to just dry. It should just come straight off and not smear. But if it's, you know, really a problem, well, this is waterproof, so it's a little more of a struggle. I'll just get my micellar water. Actually, for the waterproof stuff, I'll use the Neutrogena. That's the oil-free eye makeup remover, and it does really well with waterproof mascara. I'll sometimes just have to like soak a cotton pad and put that on the eye for a little bit, but I'll just dip in a cotton bud today. And it'll soften it up and comes right off. There we go. If you're like me and you always end up touching the top of your eye as well, you can just clear it off with this. I know some people just cover it with eyeliner. I know you're being sneaky. You're just covering your mascara goop with eyeliner. I know, because I used to do it too when I was in college. It's an easy fix. Do I want anything else? I think that's just gonna be me. This is as basic as I'll get on days where I know it's not gonna last. But for these few minutes, it makes me feel good. Because at least for a few minutes of my day, I look cute, you know, and if I feel happy about the way I look, then that's gonna come across. I don't know what I look like once I turn into a big sweaty she-beast. To me, I still look like this. So that's why I do it, and it makes me happy. So anyway, I'm off to go get my work done, and I'll see you all later. You have a great day, and don't worry about what everybody else thinks. For a few minutes of your day, you make yourself happy. You do your face however you want to make you happy. And even if it's just a fun look before you hop in the shower, it's all part of self-care as far as I'm concerned. And don't let anybody make you feel bad or feel guilty for it. So you have yourselves a lovely day, and I'll see you again very soon. Goodbye.